Welcome back, Mariners. In today's episode, we will delve into the mysterious case of John. As he said, he has the worst headache in his life. We have a fascinating diagnosis to make here. Before we come to a diagnosis, we will first sort out the differential diagnosis. So, there were many comments on my Instagram which said temporal arthritis, migraines, stroke, and Mohit yesterday called me and he told about how about RCVS. So at that point, I had no idea what was RCVS. So I had to look up about the topic. So I'll let you know everything. So first, let's talk about migraines. Here, migraines are known for causing severe headaches, but in the patient, they will have previous history of headaches, and they'll also have visual disturbances and nausea and sensitive to light. But in our case, there was no sensitivity to light, there was no visual disturbances, so we can rule the migraines out. And coming to our next potential diagnosis, stroke. My classmate Pooja has highlighted the differential stroke. Stroke is definitely one of the good differentials. So, stroke occurs when the blood supply to the brain is disrupted. So, leading to neurological deficits. But in our case of John, there was no neurological deficits. Furthermore, the investigation, the radiological findings was very definitive. He had a specific radiographic findings. The next is temporal arthritis. Bakeshri ma'am hinted this, but it was a very nice differentials. Temporal arthritis is also called as giant cell arthritis. This condition is characterized in patients who are around 50 years. So our patient was 45 years, so that comes into our radar. And also the patient will complain of scalp tenderness, headache, severe headache. That is, yeah, a rough symptom. So we can correlate with the Jones case. But the patient will also say a complaint of scalp tenderness and jaw pain. So which is absent in our case, and we can rule this differentials. And not to forget our Mohit, who has commented on RCVS. So when I searched upon RCVS, it was reversible cerebral vasoconstriction syndrome. Um, yeah, so it is kind of a rare condition characterized by sudden headache. The patient will say it's the worst headache of his life. And the Madhuri headache the patient had, it was caused, it actually is caused by a transient constriction of blood vessels. So when the blood vessel is constricted, eventually it leads to RCBS. So it often occurs in individuals who has prior history of migraines. But in our case, I have highlighted previously that we are ruling out migraines. Also, RCVS can also be triggered through medications. And also in RCVS case, Mohit, there will be a sausage string appearance which can be appreciated through angiography. So whereas in the John's history and case, there wasn't any such findings. So considering these factors, we can rule out RCVS, but it was a very good differential. Yeah, so here are the list of people who has commented the right answer. Rizwan, Arvind Bro, Vimal, Roshni, and Naidu sir. You are right. John's mysterious case is a subarachnoid hemorrhage. So let's take a closer look at the CT scan. We observed hypertensity in the subarachnoid space, indicating the presence of blood. Not only that, also we noticed hypertense basal cisterns, which these are the spaces in the brain where CSF normally flows. Here there is a hypertense. So basically there is a blood collection over here. So these radiographic findings, including the hypertense basal cisterns, are strong indicators of subarachnoid hemorrhage. Finally, our investigation into John's case has ended, and it's time to conclude this chapter, but it's not over yet. So in the next episode, we will discuss a different case scenario which is more interesting. Until next time, join me in my next medical case scenarios. Take care. Bye. Is there anything remaining? Oh yeah, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and to comment your diagnosis in the future videos.